Welcome back to Big Brisk TV, and on this episode, I'm going to attempt to acclimate my new Neocaridina shrimp. I got a bunch here in a bag, and I'm going to do that now. So let's get them out. And this is my first time doing this, so hopefully it goes well. Here we go. What I'm going to be using for this is a container. I have this, I think this is a 2-liter Kool-Aid container with a broken handle. I use this to top, I use this to top up the water in my tank. And then I have some airline tubing left over. I'm gonna try to use this. I hope I have enough length. And then I stole one of my wife's bobby pins we'll see what that's about in a minute. We don't need SpongeBob's house. And here are the shrimp. So here they are. Here are the reds. See them scattering around in there. Here are the blues. And orange. There you go. That's all one. Should be 10 in there. Alright. Let's see if I lift up some of this moss. Oh yeah, it's a gang of them in there. So I'm just gonna dump them all in this container. Orange. The seller asked me if I wanted them all in the same container or separate. I didn't answer because I was driving, but he put them separate, which I appreciate. And so I'm guessing that he has them all in similar water conditions. So they're in there, and it's about that much water. So we're gonna take this airline tubing and get suction going over on the tank. And let me just take you guys over there with me. Down here on the floor next to the main display tank where they're gonna be going in. And let's get this drip acclimation. I don't know why I can't say drip acclimation started. So I'm just gonna put this hook in down under the water line like this. And that's not gonna work, so I'm gonna need something to weigh it down. Maybe if I get the suction started. No, that's not gonna work either. Let's get something to weigh it down. Okay, I have I have the very thing I need. These, remember these suction cups? Okay, so. Like that. Now, we're just gonna get the suction going and get the water going down. Let's see. Let's see if you can see it go down like a crazy straw. Yes. We're gonna pinch the line like so. And still a lot of water coming out. So let's see. How about this? Let's tie a knot in the line. I'm getting water everywhere. My precious will take water. Oh no! Let's tie a knot and see. That's still too much. Pull a knot tight. Okay, now we got a drip. So I think that drip is cool enough. All right, so we still have a use for the bobby pin. Let's check the time. Okay, it's boom, 1:06. All right. About a week ago, my wife spotted a baby shrimp right over here in this area. And there are a lot of crevices and caves in those rocks right here. So I wasn't surprised about that. In one of my previous videos, when I first spotted them, it was in this area. But ever since then, I haven't seen any shrimp. This morning, I saw one of my Caridina shrimp, the Amano shrimp, the female. in here, hiding in the back. They usually hide in the back over there, but I haven't seen any of my shrimp. I haven't seen Larry. The last time I saw him, he was right over there, and it looked like he was feeding on a carapace of some sort. It could have been his. It could have been the one from the Mama Amano shrimp. But yeah, I thought, hey, shrimps have lifespans, and even though they say that they can live 1 or 2 years, I'm not sure if they all disappeared pretty much right after that last water change. So I'm not sure if that had something to do with it. But what I really think it is I think they're not getting enough food, because especially looking at Larry, he would come out every time I fed the fish. And these little fish, I try not to overfeed my tank, and I try to feed them in a way where the fish, at least, in a way where some of the food will be rejected or just make its way down to the bottom where the shrimp could get it. And now that I have this Brazilian pennyworth all up on the top, when I sprinkle the fish food up there, some stays on top of these leaves, and I've seen the shrimp up in them get it. Back in that bowl of bladderwort, I did see the wild marking red cherry shrimp, and she didn't look like she was moving, but I stuck my finger in there and she darted away, and then I haven't seen her since. So I suspect there's some shrimp in this forest of foliage somewhere, and maybe they're just coming out at night. I'm not sure, but I just went out and bought 30 new juvies of 3 different colors, and so hopefully, I figured that since the shrimp, were doing well enough to propagate and, reproduce inside the tank, things were well. But I guess I'm gonna just have to keep a closer eye on it. And while these guys drip acclimate, some may say that drip is a little bit too fast, but hey, I think it's way better than me just dumping them in after floating them for a while and using my turkey baster to put. I didn't get them in a bag, so I couldn't float them. So I'm really gonna have to check the temperature on this, but the tank is pretty much at room temperature. Matter of fact, let's just check real quick. 75.9. So to corroborate that, let's check with my temp gun that I use for my RC. Okay, let's see. Seventy-two point 73.6. Let's get closer. 68.7. Yep, that's room temperature. So I'll have to bring it up about 7 or 8 degrees, but I think they'll do okay. Let's give them some more time. Speaking of time, okay. While I'm waiting, let me check the pH of this water. Let's see. That's looking good. I'm gonna say 7. Just about doubled the water that was in the container, so it might have altered the pH a bit, but this is good. This is why we drip acclimate. So let's just test the pH of the tank now. Okay, so the pH of my tank is on the left, and that's looking really low. I mean, 6 is yellow, and that's yellow. So I'm gonna have to raise the pH a little bit, or allow this to drop down. I'm not sure the pH of the Neocaridina shrimp, but I know it's not that low. So let's check it out. Maybe that's giving me a key into how my I know when I do a water change, the pH rises. So let's see. Okay, so I poured out most of the water, and it's dripping still, but I loosened the knot, and now it's going a little bit quicker. So, well, I guess I could just leave that in there. And they're still looking happy. So we'll check back in a minute. The time so far, it's been about 45 minutes, almost, yeah. Okay, so it's filling up again for the second time, and it's gonna be an hour in about 2 minutes. So let's check the temp. $71.6. Okay, so the temp has gone up a few degrees, which is good. And let's check the tank. 73.6. Okay, so we're about 2 degrees away. So we're almost there. When that fills up, I'm going to release the Kraken. When that fills up, I'm going to release them into the tank. It's almost full. An hour and 1 minute. If I wait till that second hang hits 12, it'll be exactly an hour, 1 minute. Boom. Okay, let's check the pH. Still yellowish, but they're getting acclimated to that. Right, it's time for early release.